Calvin Murphy himself couldn't shoot any better. Man.
Good game, MP. All ears. Triple deckers.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
Man, that was great. You look like Craig
Playing the
Hodges
media
out there.
game to perfection. You first game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, There'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text too?
They do. And you want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? Go ahead and answer. Just remember, everything you say is on the record and has an impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception. Okay?
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game is just ended, okay? All I'm asking is that you take a moment to think before you respond. Words can get twisted easily in the league, and what might seem like a harmless bit of bragging could be taken as a slight by your teammate, by an opponent, a coach, you name it.
I'm under a microscope now.
That's right. All part of the business.
Understood.
Great. If you have any other concerns, press or PR related, you know where to find me.
Just looked at my phone and MP made how many threes tonight? My guy is crazy.
Tonight should be easy work.
Yo, MP, let's go.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Wednesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Hero and Jaquez Jr. are out on the perimeter. Then it's Davion Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Well, if you followed MP on his path to the NBA, you know the one criticism of his game is that he can defer too often, Grant.
And at times I think that's been a fair criticism. But you'd rather have MP trying to involve his teammates too much than not at all. People had the same complaint about LeBron early in his
checked in for Bridges. And Miami with a change here too. James is checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Left side, Williams. The kick out to Ball. Three-pointer. James with the rebound.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Miller outside. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by the Heat.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And there's James from the arc. And again, Miami with a triple.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. They lead by 14. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Now here's Jaquez. He's guarded closely. James deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Miami Heat looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Up big because we welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Miami.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the court for Miami here in the second. They've got James. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Jovic in at the center position.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Smith no good. Heat leading by 18. Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded us. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Well, the Hornets shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Nurkic with the 7-footer. And Hero grabs the board.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
And here's Nurkic. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. To the paint. They need this. And Williams punches it home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
James outside. And it's all from 3-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
For 3, Smith. Rebound Miami. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Pass to James. From behind the arc. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the 3-pointer goes.
Talk about confidence and quick release. Love that Williams wasted no time letting that one go.
James outside. Here's the 3. Smith with the rebound. Hornets trail by 21. Stolen by Wiggins. Fast break. Here come the Heat. And there's James from the arc. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Mark Williams.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Miller outside. James brings the double team. Pass to Okogie. Shoots over Hero. And that one comes up a bit short. Miami leading by 17. From downtown. The shot by James. No good. Ball against Mitchell. Ball passes to Williams. To the middle. Here's Miller. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter, and so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Heat up by 15, and we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome.
Look here now at Charlotte. It's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate.
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Heat.
So they've got some...
Thanks for tuning in.
And with this... checked in for Miami. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Hornets trail by 20. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. So, that's the group out there for Charlotte. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Alec. Thanks. And he can't get the first one. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Counted from distance. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Ball passes to Williams. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Heat leading by 19. Pass to Ware. Now James. The three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
And they call an illegal screen here. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Fifth on the list, Miami.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line, and last year they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
And the Hornets making a change here. Mann's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Wiggins, he's checked in for Jaquez.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Ball passes to Mann. Here's Miller. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
I think he got too fast there. Got ahead of himself, and it cost him.
Mitchell finds James. Launches a three. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
3 points.
Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Miami. Grant Williams, a bit of a jack of all trades, Clark. He always provides a spark. Connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. They grab their own miss. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 9 points.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Hero, the pass to James. Off target with the three. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Williams. Miller on the wing, hounded by Wiggins. Outside, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. No one covering. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
And James puts up a deep three. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Ball outside to the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
And so it's Miami with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Miami. Starting the fourth quarter. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Duncan Robinson is out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's James, and it's Jovic in at the 5.
Terrific to see Williams getting it done offensively. Staying locked in.
Hornets trail by 20. Pass to man. And Rozier pulls it down. And there's James from the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Nurkic passes to Williams.
You need guys who make hustle plays. Grant Williams fights in the post against guys much bigger than him. He'll step in and take charges. He affects winning because he sacrifices his body.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Miller's checked in for Smith. Burke connects again from distance.
And with that make, he stands alone with the second most triples in a game.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. Here's Miller. Charlotte, no good that time either.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage in. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Ball passes to Nurkic. The rebound by Burks. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Man misses. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to James. The 3 is up. And again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts them tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Now here's Miller. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Nurkic shot is good. Nurkic has gotten his first basket of the night.
And on the glass, Nurkic makes it look easy, using his reach to snatch the ball and get a shot of his own.
The shot by James, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, the big man, Nurkic, from super close range.
And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Wiggins against Miller. Williams from long range. Rebound Miami. And a vital mission for the NBA. Mental. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Captain Clutch.
The scoring...
Oh, another one falls!
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Williams from long range. James with the rebound.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Good. He hits again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
Miami foul. James. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bridges. Can they get it? Gets the three to fall.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
The three, James. No good. Ball taking his time here. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
For MP to have a game like that in his rookie year, that's a special accomplishment. He can already score with the best of them.